Okay, so today I had the pleasure of going to court. Not for anything that I did. I haven't done anything. Okay. I haven't done anything, but my mom got a ticket for using her phone while driving, apparently. We got to we got to the courtroom. We sat down and waited, and once it was time for my mom to go up there, she, you know, stated her case, um, and the judge dismissed the case because she was not holding her phone. And another thing, the report was also written incorrectly as well. So in the report, uh, the officer, which was also, according to my mom, not even the officer that stopped her. I don't know what they got going on in my police department. I don't know what's happening over there, but all right. Uh, it's not the officer that stopped her, but it's an officer that wrote a report on this. The report said that my mom was a man. I, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't. I don't have any words for this, honestly. But yeah, the case got dismissed. It was obvious that you know, it, either something had gone wrong with like the reporting staff, or uh, I don't know, something just went wrong along the way. My mom, she was saying that no, I did not have my phone. I had my phone in a purse, and the only thing that I had next to me was a sandwich because I was going home right after work. And yeah, the judge said, "Oh yeah, that checks out. All right," and dismissed the case. But I'm not only here to talk about my mom's case. Um, I'm also here to talk about my experience with being in a courtroom. Man, every time you like hear that you have to go to court, this is, by the way, this is one of, it's not my first time going to court, but it doesn't happen often. I will say that it does not happen often. So every time that you hear that you have to go to court, uh, it's always kind of worrying. Like, it's concerning because court is a place that you think, like, oh, criminals and the worst of worst, and all this and all that go to, right? And then I showed up and I heard everybody else's, case when they went up to the podium and spoke a little bit about their case. And I was also kind of eavesdropping on some people. I'm not gonna lie, I was eavesdropping. Most of these guys are here for like simple, like basic traffic infractions, like a traffic stop that they want to, like, I don't know, discuss or dispute, or I don't know. It's just simple stuff. It's not like there's nobody in there that like murdered 20 people or anything. There's nobody in there like that. I'm guessing that courtroom that I was in specifically with my mom was just for like traffic stops, tickets, and all that stuff. So it wasn't anything crazy. Like I thought it would be a lot worse. Like, I was a little worried that it would be a lot worse. And uh also, by the way, judge, shout out to the judge, man. He was friendly. He was respectful, friendly, but he was also strict. And I feel like that's a good balance of things when you're a judge. You don't want to just let people step out of line, of course. But you don't want to, just I don't know, disrespect people for no reason. So yeah, shout out to the judge, man. great job he did. Also the like public defendants, the interpreters. My mom speaks Spanish, so she doesn't speak English. So shout out to the interpreters. Overall, it was a really like smooth experience. Like it wasn't anything where I was like, whoa, like I wasn't surprised by anything. Well, no, hold on. I was surprised by how fast it went. Like people just went up to the podium. The public defendant or the person that handles their cases was like, "Yeah, here we go. This is like the case number, and this is what happened, and blah 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 blah." And then the judge is like, "Okay, cool. Like you can, okay, you want to do, I don't know, monthly payments or something? You want to lower your charge? You want to, you know what I mean?" And then that's it. The person gets handed their papers and they go straight out. That's it. They go home, I guess. So I was surprised. It is really fast. I think my mom only got about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then we were out of there. Like the all the judge did is just he read the reports. He read the forms that the officers or officer had filled out. And also another weird thing is I don't know how this happened. Again, this is just something with my like police department, I'm guessing. The people who filled out the report and they filled out the forms were not the same people who stopped my mom. The person who stopped my mom was a young female officer, but the people who filled out the reports and filled out the forms, they were male officers. So I just and there were two of them apparently, from what I understood. So that's just I don't know. Maybe that's just the way they do things at my police department, but I really have no clue. But anyways, yeah, my mom just listened to the judge, and then she told her side of the story. The judge kept reading the report, and he found it weird that the officers were referring to my mom as a he, as a man, when my mom's obviously a woman. She is like one of the most woman people I know. So what does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? What was I trying to say? My mom, my mom is one of the most woman people I know. Yeah, yeah, that works. But yeah, the case got dismissed and we just left. That was it. I actually we came back once just to check if there were any papers we should have taken with us, but I asked the security lady in the courtroom, and she was like, "No, no, your case dismissed. You're good to go, man." I was like, "All right." That's like that was surprisingly just simple. It was surprisingly simple, surprisingly easy. The only thing that I would say is like you have to wait. Obviously, you have to wait your turn because there's a lot of people in the courtroom because it is a public courtroom. So that means that anybody with those like infractions and like tickets and all that stuff, they go there. So you have to wait your turn. You have to wait to get called up and everything. But that's really about it. I mean, yeah, that's really about it. It's not anything super like it doesn't suck too much. Doesn't suck too much. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my experience in court. Pretty simple, I'd say. Yeah, it's at least for this. Obviously, crime can vary a lot. So, depending on what the person does and what the person did and what the person is, accused of, that's when, yeah, I feel like the courtroom that we entered was like level one courtroom, you know. So yeah, that's really about it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, saving the video. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for being here with me. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.